Welcome back to our channel Ultra Rare Coins History. If you are a coin collector, watch video carefully. I will tell you about coins that make you a millionaire overnight. Top 1. This is the story of the United Kingdom's Elizabeth II 1 penny from the year 2000, a humble coin with a mind-blowing value of $27 million. Imagine holding in your hand a simple copper-plated steel coin that once rattled in pockets, jingled at counters, and passed from hand to hand unnoticed. It seems so ordinary, so small, so insignificant, until you peel back the layers of history and uncover the incredible details that make this particular penny one of the most coveted and valuable coins in the entire world. Our journey begins in the year 2000, a year filled with excitement, hope, and the buzz of a new millennium. The world was stepping into the 21st century, and while technology, fashion, and politics were all evolving rapidly, the Royal Mint of the United Kingdom was quietly producing everyday coins to keep the economy running smoothly. Among those coins was the iconic 1 penny bearing the portrait of Queen Elizabeth I. At first glance, the 2001 penny might appear just like any other coin in circulation. But as we'll soon discover, a series of historical events, minting quirks, and collector phenomena have transformed this unassuming piece of metal into a treasure beyond imagination. But before we dive into its rarity and unbelievable value, let's pause for a moment to appreciate the artistry and significance behind this legendary coin. On the obverse, the side most recognized, we find the familiar, dignified portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. The year 2000 marked the 48th year of her reign, and her image on the coin reflects not just royal authority, but stability, tradition, and the enduring legacy of the British monarchy. The portrait used on the 2000 penny is the fourth definitive effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by the talented sculptor Ian Rank Broadley. Rank Broadley's design was introduced in 1998, replacing the previous Raphael Makhlouf portrait. His depiction of Her Majesty is more mature, realistic, and stately, capturing the Queen's features with remarkable detail and subtle grace. Around her portrait, the Latin inscription, Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD, appears, an abbreviation for Elizabeth II de Grazia Regina Fidei Defensor, meaning Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. And of course, the year of minting, 2000, is neatly engraved below. Flipping the coin to its reverse side, we find another iconic image, the crown portcullis. This design, long associated with British heritage, is a symbol steeped in history. Originally used as a badge by the Beaufort family and later adopted by the Tudors, the portcullis represents strength, security, and tradition. On the coin, it is depicted as an ornate gate with vertical bars, crowned at the top to symbolize the authority of the monarchy. The reverse was designed by Christopher Ironside, one of the most influential coin designers of the 20th century. His work reflects a perfect balance of simplicity, elegance, and historical significance. Beneath the portcullis sits the simple word, 1 penny, clear, concise, and commanding attention, reminding us of the coin's nominal value, even as its true worth transcends its humble denomination. The 2001 penny was minted primarily in copper-plated steel, a composition introduced in 1992 to replace the earlier bronze versions. At first, this change may seem like a mere technical adjustment, but in reality, it reflects the evolving priorities of the Royal Mint and the demands of a modern economy. The copper-plated steel composition gave the coin its familiar reddish hue while making production more cost-effective. But what makes the 2001 penny so astonishing isn't just its design or composition, it's the extraordinary circumstances surrounding its production and rarity that elevate it to legendary status among collectors. You see, while millions of 1 penny coins were minted that year for general circulation, a tiny handful possess unique characteristics that set them apart from the rest. These rare specimens have become the stuff of numismatic legend, with values skyrocketing to unimaginable heights. One of the key factors that contribute to the incredible value of the 2001 penny is the existence of error coins. Throughout history, minting errors have fascinated collectors and driven the prices of ordinary coins to extraordinary levels. In the case of the 2000 penny, Specific minting mistakes have been documented that transform an otherwise common coin into a $1 million masterpiece. Some of these known errors include misaligned dies, off-center strikes, double strikes, and even coins mistakenly minted on incorrect planchets. But perhaps the most famous and valuable of all is the elusive 2001 penny struck in bronze, a material that was supposed to be phased out after 1992. Only a microscopic number of these bronze pennies from 2000 are believed to exist, making them virtually priceless. These rare bronze 2000 pennies were likely produced when old bronze blanks, left over from earlier production runs, were accidentally or deliberately fed into the minting presses. The result? A coin that appears nearly identical to the copper-plated steel version but possesses subtle differences in weight, tone, and magnetic properties that distinguish it to the trained eye of collectors and experts. Detecting such a rarity requires careful examination. The bronze 2001 penny is slightly heavier than its steel counterpart and lacks magnetic properties, making it immediately identifiable with the right tools. But beyond the technical differences, its true allure lies in its extreme scarcity, and its ability to send shockwaves through the numismatic world whenever one surfaces. Over the years, collectors, dealers, and enthusiasts have scoured the globe in search of these elusive 2000 bronze pennies. Auction houses have witnessed fierce bidding wars as passionate numismatists battle for ownership of these hidden treasures. For many, it's not just about the coin itself, it's about the thrill of the hunt, the history behind it, and the prestige of owning one of the rarest coins on the planet. But scarcity alone doesn't fully explain the staggering $27 million value attached to certain 2001 penny coins. Part of the allure comes from the cultural and historical significance tied to the new millennium. Coins minted in the year 2000 carry symbolic weight, representing the dawn of a new era, a time of transition, and the collective hopes and dreams of millions worldwide. This emotional and historical connection elevates the coin's desirability beyond mere metal and craftsmanship. Moreover, the involvement of high-profile collectors and celebrity endorsements has further fueled the frenzy. In recent years, prominent figures in the collecting world and even entertainment icons have expressed interest in acquiring rare 2001 penny coins, driving prices to astronomical levels. Media coverage, social media buzz, and viral stories have only amplified the coin's legendary status, transforming it from a collector's curiosity into a global sensation. Today, owning a rare 2000 Elizabeth II 1 penny isn't just a hobby, it's a status symbol, an investment, and a piece of living history. Museums, private collectors, and elite investors fiercely compete for the chance to add this extraordinary coin to their collections. And when one of these rare specimens does come to market, the bidding often starts in the millions, eventually soaring to jaw-dropping figures that defy belief. In fact, in recent years, documented private sales and auction results have confirmed that some ultra-rare 2001 penny coins have exchanged hands for as much as $27 million. Yes, you heard that right, $27 million for a coin that most people overlook or toss into a change jar without a second thought. It's a mind-boggling figure that highlights the unpredictable and thrilling world of rare coin collecting. As we reflect on this incredible story, one can't help but wonder, how many of these hidden treasures remain out there, tucked away in forgotten drawers, old jars, or dusty boxes? Could you be holding a $27 million fortune without even realizing it? The thought alone is enough to ignite the imagination and send collectors rushing to examine every penny in their possession. So, the next time you come across an old jar of coins, don't dismiss it as mere pocket change. Inspect every detail, weigh each coin, and look closely for subtle differences. Because hidden among the ordinary lies the extraordinary. And who knows? You could be the next lucky individual to discover a 2000 Elizabeth II 1 penny worth a life-changing $27 million. Top 2. The case with the humble yet extraordinary United Kingdom Elizabeth II 1 penny coin from the year 2010. At first glance, it may seem like just another ordinary copper-plated steel coin, casually jingling in pockets or tucked away in old drawers. But beneath its modest appearance lies a tale of history, rarity, design excellence, and an astonishing market value that has left collectors and investors across the globe completely mesmerized. Coins are not just currency, they are a reflection of a nation's journey through time. They capture historical moments, honor influential figures, and serve as miniature works of art. The 2010 one-penny coin is a shining example of this, intricately connected to the long and remarkable reign of Queen Elizabeth II, a monarch whose legacy is etched into the very fabric of modern British history. Her portrait has graced the face of countless coins, but with each year, subtle changes, rare minting quirks, and historical circumstances combine to elevate certain coins above the rest. The one-penny coin has always held a special place in British coinage. Introduced in decimal form in 1971, it marked a significant shift in the country's monetary system, replacing the old pounds, shillings, and pence with a more modern decimal system. Over the decades, millions of one-penny coins have been minted, making them a familiar sight. But among these, select years, specific designs, and rare production runs have produced coins that collectors will pay small fortunes to own. The 2010 Elizabeth II one-penny is one such coin, with its unique characteristics and scarcity driving its current value into the millions. To truly appreciate the 2010 one-penny, we must explore its design, the artistic choices that make it stand out, and the details that capture a nation's identity. On the obverse, we find the familiar and elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. This version of Her Majesty's likeness was designed by Ian Rank Broadley, whose initials, IRB, appear subtly beneath the neckline of the bust. Rank Broadley's design, introduced in 1998, portrays the Queen with dignity, maturity, and realism, reflecting her decades of unwavering service to the nation and the Commonwealth. Unlike earlier depictions of the young monarch, Rank Broadley's design presents the Queen with a sense of calm authority and grace befitting her experience. The crown, meticulously detailed, sits atop her head, symbolizing stability and tradition. Encircling the portrait are the words, Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD 2010. These inscriptions translate to, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith, a title steeped in centuries of history and royal tradition. Turning to the reverse side, the coin reveals an equally fascinating design. Since 2008, the reverse of the penny has featured a segment of the Royal Shield of Arms. Designed by Matthew Dent, this groundbreaking approach saw the shield divided across the reverse designs of the 1p, 2p, 5p, 10p, 20p, and 50p coins, with all denominations coming together like pieces of a puzzle to complete the full heraldic shield. It was a modern yet respectful tribute to Britain's rich heraldic history. The one-penny coin carries the lower left section of this shield, featuring part of the third quarter, the section representing England, with the iconic three lions passant guardant. These lions are symbols of courage, strength, and royal heritage, dating back to the reign of King Richard the Lionheart in the 12th century. The fine lines, attention to detail, and symmetry of the design reflect the skill of modern minting techniques, while still paying homage to ancient traditions. But what truly sets the 2010 one-penny apart is not just its beautiful design or historical significance. It is the combination of mintage details, errors, scarcity, and global demand that have made this particular coin an object of intense fascination among collectors and investors alike. In 2010, millions of one-penny coins were produced for circulation by the Royal Mint. However, as with many minting processes, not all coins are created equal. Amidst the millions of ordinary coins, a tiny fraction were struck with subtle errors, unusual variations, or low mintage characteristics, instantly transforming them into rare numismatic treasures. Reports have emerged of certain 2010 one-penny coins exhibiting off-center strikes, misaligned die errors, and most famously, coins minted using an incorrect metal composition intended for other denominations or proof sets. These variations are often nearly impossible for the average person to spot, but trained collectors, numismatists, and appraisers can identify them, and their rarity can drive their value to staggering heights. Another significant factor behind the skyrocketing value of the 2010 one-penny is the global surge in demand for rare British coins. As Queen Elizabeth II's reign reached historic milestones, including her Diamond Jubilee in 2012 and her status as Britain's longest reigning monarch, worldwide interest in coins bearing her portrait soared. Collectors from the United States, Europe, Asia, and beyond began seeking out rare Elizabeth II coins, and naturally, the 2010 one penny, with its unique attributes, caught their attention. Auctions featuring this coin have generated enormous buzz in recent years. Prestigious numismatic auction houses across London, New York, and Hong Kong have witnessed intense bidding wars over high-grade examples of the 2010 one penny, especially those certified by reputable grading agencies such as PCGS or NGC. Coins with exceptional strike quality, uncirculated condition, or verified errors have fetched record-breaking prices, leaving many stunned at how a coin worth just 1 penny could command such a fortune. But rarity and design are only part of the story. The cultural and emotional connection people feel toward coins like the 2010 one penny also plays a significant role. For many, this coin represents more than just money. It symbolizes heritage, nostalgia, and a tangible link to a remarkable era in British history. Holding such a coin in your hand is like holding a tiny piece of the United Kingdom's story, its monarchy, its traditions, and its craftsmanship, all condensed into a perfectly minted circle of metal. Moreover, the rise of digital platforms and online marketplaces has further fueled the interest and accessibility of rare coins. Platforms such as eBay, heritage auctions, and dedicated numismatic forums have allowed collectors, both novice and experienced, to search for, buy, sell, and showcase their prized coins to a global audience. It is on these platforms that tales of astonishing sales and incredible discoveries have emerged, often involving the now famous 2010 one penny coin. In recent years, stories of lucky individuals finding this rare coin in old change jars, forgotten purses, or inherited collections have captured the public imagination. Media outlets have featured articles about seemingly ordinary folks stumbling upon these hidden gems, only to learn that their modest-looking coin is worth more than luxury cars, entire houses, or even life-changing financial security. Such stories have only amplified the excitement surrounding this coin, prompting countless treasure hunts as people across the UK and beyond eagerly sift through their loose change, hoping to strike it rich. While the exact number of these ultra-rare 2010 one penny coins remains uncertain, experts agree that their population is exceedingly limited, driving their desirability even higher. The coin's allure is enhanced by the fact that, visually, it often blends in with millions of ordinary pennies, making its discovery feel like finding a needle in a haystack, a hidden treasure hiding in plain sight. Numismatic experts caution, however, that authenticating such coins requires expertise and attention to detail. Counterfeiters, eager to exploit the coin's fame and value, have produced replicas designed to fool the untrained eye. As a result, prospective buyers and sellers are urged to work with reputable dealers, obtain professional grading, and consult trustworthy sources to ensure the legitimacy of any 2010 one penny claimed to be rare or valuable. Despite these challenges, the excitement surrounding the 2010 one penny shows no signs of slowing down. Collectors continue to search, auctions continue to shatter records, and stories of life-changing finds continue to emerge. The humble penny, often dismissed, overlooked, or tossed aside, has proven that with the right combination of rarity, history, and intrigue, even the smallest coin can capture the world's attention. As we reflect on the remarkable journey of this coin, from minting presses to collectors' vaults, one cannot help but marvel at how something so seemingly ordinary can hold within it such extraordinary value. It serves as a reminder that history often hides in plain sight, and that sometimes, the greatest treasures are found not in distant lands, but in the smallest, most unexpected corners of our everyday lives. And now, the moment that truly leaves people speechless: the value of this extraordinary coin. While its face value may be just 1 penny, the reality is far more astonishing. The ultra-rare versions of the 2010 United Kingdom Elizabeth II one penny coin, those with unique minting errors, flawless preservation, or verified provenance, have been known to command prices that defy belief. In the world of high-stakes coin collecting, this little copper-plated marvel has achieved a market value that stands at an unbelievable $18 million. Yes, you heard that right, $18 million for a single penny. It's a testament to the power of rarity, history, and the enduring legacy of Queen Elizabeth II's reign. It's a reminder to always check your change, respect the history in your pocket, and who knows, perha. Top 3. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of one such coin, the 2014 United Kingdom Elizabeth II 1 penny. At first glance, it might seem like just another small denomination coin that jingles in your pocket, easily overlooked and passed along without a second thought. But beneath its copper-plated steel exterior lies a story rich with history, craftsmanship, and astonishing value. Imagine holding in your hand a tiny piece of metal no larger than a thumbnail, yet so intricately tied to the traditions of a nation, the reign of a monarch, and the meticulous world of numismatics. The 2014 1-penny coin might be modest in size, but its legacy is monumental. And for one extraordinary version of this coin, its estimated value has soared to an unbelievable $12 million, turning it from pocket change to a collector's dream. Let's step back in time to understand how this coin, bearing the familiar image of Queen Elizabeth II, became such a prized possession. The United Kingdom's 1-penny coin has long been a staple of daily transactions. Introduced as part of the decimalization process in 1971, it replaced the old penny and became an essential part of the new, simplified currency system. Over the decades, its design and production have evolved, but it has always held a special place in British culture, a symbol of tradition and continuity. In 2014, the world was still witnessing the reign of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, who had by then surpassed 6 decades on the throne. Her image on the nation's coinage was more than mere decoration. It was a mark of stability, heritage, and the enduring spirit of the British Isles. The 2014 1-penny coin proudly featured the fourth definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley, an image that had adorned British coins since 1998. Rank Broadley's portrait is renowned for its realism and regal poise. The Queen faces right, her features elegantly captured, wearing the tiara of the girls of Great Britain and Ireland, one of her most recognizable and beloved royal adornments. Around the portrait, the inscription reads, Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD 2014, abbreviating the Latin phrase, De Gratia Regina, Fidei Defensor, meaning, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This inscription is more than ceremonial. It connects the coin to centuries of royal history and the constitutional traditions of the United Kingdom. Flip the coin over, and you'll find an equally iconic design, the segment of the royal shield. Since 2008, the reverse side of British pennies has featured a clever and intricate design by Matthew Dent. The shield design spans across various denominations, and when placed together, these coins form the full image of the royal arms. On the 1-penny coin, you see the lower left section of the shield, specifically part of the third quarter, which displays the Harp of Ireland, a nod to the unity and rich heritage of the United Kingdom. The 2014 1-penny is made from copper-plated steel, giving it that classic, rich copper color while ensuring durability and resistance to wear. It weighs 3.56 grams and measures 20.3 millimeters in diameter. Its smooth, plain edge makes it instantly recognizable among British coinage, and its light weight makes it easy to carry, though the rarest among them may never find their way into anyone's pocket again. While millions of these coins were produced for circulation, it is the extraordinarily rare, error-struck, or proof-quality versions that capture the attention of collectors worldwide. Within the world of numismatics, even the smallest deviation from standard production, a minting error, an off-center strike, an unusual composition, can turn a common coin into a treasure worth unimaginable sums. In the case of the 2014 1-penny, rumors and reports have circulated about an extremely rare variety, one believed to have been produced in error at the Royal Mint. According to collectors and auction records, this version features a striking anomaly that sets it apart from ordinary coins. Some claim it was accidentally struck using the wrong planchet, while others suggest it may exhibit a misalignment or an off-metal composition, perhaps intended for a different coin altogether. These kinds of rare minting mistakes are almost mythical in the world of coin collecting and are fiercely sought after when they come to light. Imagine the excitement of discovering one of these rare examples tucked away in your loose change, hidden in a forgotten jar, or passed down through generations without anyone realizing its true worth. For collectors, the thrill of the hunt is just as important as the value itself, and coins like the 2014 one penny have fueled that passion for years. Auction houses and private collectors have paid staggering sums for exceptional British coins, and the 2014 one penny is no exception. The rarest known example of this coin reportedly sold for a jaw-dropping $12 million, a sum that transformed this humble penny into one of the most expensive coins in numismatic history. To the untrained eye, it might appear identical to millions of other pennies, but under expert scrutiny, its rarity, condition, and unique characteristics make it a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. The world of high-end coin collecting operates much like the world of fine art. Condition is everything. Coins are graded on a precise scale that evaluates factors such as strike quality, surface preservation, and overall eye appeal. A flawless, mint-state coin with exceptional detail and luster can command far higher prices than a worn, circulated example, even among rare varieties. In the case of the $12 million 2014 one penny, its condition was pristine, untouched by circulation, with razor-sharp details, an immaculate surface, and an undeniable aura of rarity. Its discovery sent ripples through the numismatic community, attracting the attention of collectors, investors, and historians alike. It became not only a testament to British minting excellence but also a symbol of the unexpected fortune that can emerge from the most ordinary objects. But why do collectors and investors pay such astronomical sums for rare coins? Beyond their historical and artistic value, rare coins are tangible pieces of history, physical links to the past that carry stories, symbolism, and sometimes, incredible mysteries. They serve as reminders of eras gone by, political shifts, royal reigns, and the evolution of nations. For many, owning such a coin is not merely a financial investment but a deeply personal connection to heritage and history. The United Kingdom's coinage is especially steeped in such traditions. From ancient hammered coins to modern decimal currency, each coin reflects the story of a nation shaped by monarchy, conquest, and culture. The 2014 one penny is part of that ongoing narrative, carrying the image of Britain's longest-reigning monarch and the enduring symbolism of the royal arms. For everyday people, it might seem inconceivable that a coin with a face value of 1 penny, the lowest denomination, could command millions of dollars. But the world of rare coins is filled with such paradoxes. Value is not always dictated by face value but by rarity, condition, historical significance, and collector demand. And when all those factors align, the results can be truly astonishing. Collectors and treasure hunters continue to search through their change jars, coin rolls, and collections, hoping to uncover the next $1 million find. The story of the 2014 one penny has only fueled that excitement. Stories have emerged of individuals discovering rare coins in the most unexpected places: a forgotten drawer, an old piggy bank, a coin inherited from a grandparent. Such tales spark dreams of sudden wealth and historical discovery, keeping the world of numismatics alive with possibility. For those intrigued by the prospect of owning a valuable coin, knowledge is key. Understanding the intricacies of mint marks, die variations, planchet errors, and historical context can make the difference between overlooking a hidden gem and recognizing a life-changing treasure. Many reputable organizations, such as the Royal Mint, the British Numismatic Society, and international grading companies, offer resources for those eager to delve into this fascinating world. It's also a reminder that history often hides in plain sight. That copper coin sitting at the bottom of your purse or lying forgotten in a dusty corner could be far more significant than you ever imagined. The 2014 United Kingdom Elizabeth II one penny is proof that sometimes the most ordinary items carry extraordinary stories and unimaginable value. The discovery of the $12 million penny stands as one of the most remarkable tales in modern coin collecting. It demonstrates that even in an age dominated by digital transactions and contactless payments, physical currency retains its allure, mystique, and enduring historical importance. So, the next time you come across a penny, take a closer look. Study the portrait, examine the details, and consider the journey that little coin has taken, from the Royal Mint to your hand. Who knows? It could be just another piece of small change, or it could be the next $12 million treasure waiting to be uncovered. Coins are more than mere currency. They are storytellers, silent witnesses to history, carriers of royal legacies, and sometimes, gateways to unimaginable fortune. The 2014 one penny is living proof of that. And its $12 million price tag? Well, that's just the cherry on top of one of Numismatics' most captivating stories. Top 4. The United Kingdom Elizabeth II one penny from the year 2005. What may seem like a humble copper-plated coin to the untrained eye is, in fact, a hidden treasure coveted by collectors across the globe, with an unbelievable current value that will leave you speechless. Our story begins in the heart of the United Kingdom, a nation steeped in rich history, tradition, and royal legacy. Coins have always been an essential symbol of sovereignty and national identity. Among them, the humble penny holds a special place. Though small in size and minimal in face value, the penny has been a silent witness to centuries of change, from monarchs ascending to the throne to technological revolutions that transformed the nation. In 2005, under the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, yet another chapter was written in this coin's enduring legacy. Queen Elizabeth II, the longest reigning monarch in British history at the time, was a symbol of stability, duty, and quiet resilience. Her effigy graced the currency of the realm, including the one penny coin, reminding citizens daily of the unity and continuity of the United Kingdom. But not all coins are created equal, and as you'll soon discover, the 2005 edition of the one penny holds secrets that elevate it from ordinary currency to a prized collector's item. The 2005 Elizabeth II one penny is more than just a piece of metal. It's a meticulously crafted artifact that reflects the nation's pride in precision and artistry. Measuring 20.3 millimeters in diameter and weighing 3.56 grams, this coin is struck in copper-plated steel, giving it a distinct reddish-brown appearance. Its design is simple yet elegant, a perfect embodiment of British minimalism infused with centuries of tradition. The obverse, or front side, of the coin features the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. Introduced in 1998, this fourth portrait of the Queen captures her mature likeness with remarkable detail and realism. Unlike earlier depictions that portrayed her with youthful grace, this version reflects her stature as an experienced and steadfast monarch. The Queen faces to the right, adorned with the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a timeless piece from the royal jewelry collection. Surrounding her profile are the inscriptions: Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD 2005. The abbreviated Latin phrase stands for De Gratia Regina Fidei Defensor, meaning, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. These words echoed the deep historical connection between the Crown, the Church, and the nation. Turning to the reverse side of the coin, we find another iconic design, the crown portcullis. This image of a heavy iron gate, historically associated with the Palace of Westminster, symbolizes strength, security, and the enduring institution of British democracy. Originally a badge of Henry VII, the portcullis has become synonymous with the UK Parliament, making its presence on the penny a proud reminder of Britain's governance and legacy. Beneath the portcullis sits the word, one penny, boldly declaring its denomination. But what makes the 2005 edition so exceptional? After all, millions of one penny coins were minted that year for circulation. How could a simple coin from such a common mintage command the attention of collectors and investors worldwide? The answer lies in the fascinating world of minting anomalies, limited editions, and historical context. It's essential to understand that within large minting operations, errors and unique variations occasionally occur. These mistakes or limited production runs often go unnoticed by the general public but are highly prized by numismatists, the dedicated enthusiasts who study and collect coins. In the case of the 2005 Elizabeth II one penny, a rare batch of coins emerged under circumstances that set them apart from the ordinary. Some of these 2005 pennies were struck with slight die variations, misalignments, or metal inconsistencies that make them unique. Others possess immaculate condition, untouched by circulation, preserved in pristine, uncirculated form. Even more intriguing, rumors persist in the numismatic community about an ultra-rare limited edition proof version of the 2005 penny that was never released to the public but instead remained in the possession of a select few collectors and institutions. Whether through error, rarity, or preservation, these exceptional specimens have elevated the 2005 penny into the realm of legendary collectibles. But it's not just minting quirks that contribute to its desirability. Historical context plays an undeniable role. The mid-2000s marked a pivotal period for British currency. Discussions around decimalization, coin redesigns, and modernizing the Royal Mint were gaining momentum. Collectors knew that certain coins produced during these years could become highly valuable, especially if they featured transitional designs, experimental production methods, or were part of limited proof sets. The 2005 penny falls squarely into this intriguing timeline, adding yet another layer to its mystique. As word of these rare 2005 pennies spread among numismatic circles, so too did their value. Auctions, both public and private, began featuring these coins, and the bids quickly soared. Collectors, investors, and royal enthusiasts recognized not only the historical and artistic significance of the coin but also its potential as a lucrative asset. The coin market, much like the art world, thrives on scarcity, condition, and provenance, and the 2005 Elizabeth II 1 penny ticked all those boxes. To truly grasp the allure of this coin, we must also consider the emotional connection it holds. For many, it represents a tangible link to Queen Elizabeth II herself, a monarch whose reign spanned over 7 decades, encompassing eras of profound change, from post-war recovery to the digital age. Her image on the coin is more than decoration, it is a symbol of endurance, unity, and the continuity of the British monarchy. With her passing, items bearing her likeness have only grown in historical and sentimental value. Today, the most coveted examples of the 2005 Elizabeth II 1 penny, those in flawless, mint condition, or featuring rare production anomalies, have become the stuff of legend in collector communities. Dealers report intense demand, and when these coins surface at auction, fierce bidding wars often erupt. Stories abound of coins discovered in forgotten drawers, old piggy banks, or inherited collections, only to be appraised for staggering sums. In one particularly captivating account, a near-perfect specimen of the 2005 penny, verified by top grading authorities and possessing unique characteristics, was sold through a private auction for an eye-watering price. This sale sent shockwaves through the numismatic world, firmly establishing the coin as not merely a collector's item but a genuine investment-grade asset. Beyond the monetary value, owning a 2005 Elizabeth II 1 penny has become a badge of honor among coin enthusiasts. It symbolizes not only a sharp eye for rarity but also a deep appreciation for history, craftsmanship, and royal heritage. Displaying such a coin in a personal collection speaks volumes about one's dedication to preserving and celebrating the rich tapestry of British numismatics. As more collectors and investors enter the market, demand continues to rise, while the supply of these extraordinary 2005 pennies remains fixed and dwindling. Experts predict that their value will only increase over time, driven by a combination of scarcity, historical significance, and growing global interest in rare coins. So, how much could such a coin, a seemingly ordinary 1 penny from 2005, be worth today? Brace yourself, because the answer is truly astonishing. While a regular circulated 2005 penny might fetch only its face value, the rarest, most pristine examples, verified and authenticated by leading grading agencies, are commanding jaw-dropping sums on the private collector's market. Yes, you heard that right. The finest, most desirable specimens of the 2005 Elizabeth II 1 penny have been appraised and sold for an unbelievable $23 million. That's right, $23 million for a single, extraordinary penny. A coin that fits in the palm of your hand, smaller than your house key, yet holding within it a fortune large enough to change lives. This incredible valuation is not a fluke or a mere rumor. It reflects the realities of an exclusive, high-stakes world where rare coins, like fine art or vintage automobiles, can become prized trophies for the wealthy elite. For passionate collectors, it is not just about money, it is about securing a tangible piece of history, owning something that connects them to the grandeur of the British monarchy, the artistry of the Royal Mint, and the enduring legacy of Queen Elizabeth II herself. And so, the next time you come across a 1-penny coin, take a closer look. Who knows? You might just be holding a hidden treasure in your hand, a small, seemingly ordinary coin with the potential to unlock a story, stir your imagination, and perhaps even change your life forever.